Hi guys, welcome to my channel here at Nene's Kitchen Beyond. Today I'm going to be making a fast and easy apple butter. And I went to the grocery store the other day and I wanted some apple butter and they had none. So this recipe came to mind. If you've been putting applesauce on the pantry shelves, you can make this. You can make your own apple butter. Fast and easy. Now, a couple of friends of mine that I've known for years and years sent this recipe to me. And, hey, if you're watching, Lowell, thanks. And unfortunately, his wife passed away a few months ago. And she was actually the one that sent this to me. So I'm kind of doing it in her memory. But this is a fast and easy apple butter that anyone can make with bare minimal ingredients. So we don't have to go without our apple butter. Let's get going with making it though. I'm going to get the camera tilted down here and make sure it's angled right. Okay, so to begin with, I'm starting out with just a can of applesauce here. Like I say, this recipe is so easy. I'm trying to find 15-ounce can of applesauce. I believe that's unsalted. And then we are going to take and add in 1.5 cups of sugar to that. My sugar over here where I can reach it. So I have 1, and we're going to put in 1/2. So there's 1.5 cups of sugar. Now we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. About a 1/2 teaspoon there. Put it right in there. And then calls for 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. I don't have any cloves, so I'm going to use allspice, which I've done before, and it turned out just fine. So put in about 1/4 teaspoon of that. And then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick. And I think I'm going to grab a knife and just kind of cut it up in there. Just so it'll melt a little bit easier. And my butter is still kind of hard. Wipe my hands off here. Got butter all over. And then we're just going to grab a spoon, kind of stir that up a little bit. Just like that. And turn my flame on. About medium-high. So when it gets thinner, we're going to put it on a high heat, but stir continuously. So I'm going to go ahead and let that cook down, and when it starts to get thinner, I'll turn that heat up on it. So make sure you stay tuned. My butter is starting to melt, so I'm just stirring along here. But yeah, guys, you know, with all the food shortages and everything, I thought this would be a good thing, you know, to, if you didn't have any apple butter, or, you know, this would be really good on pancakes too, let me tell you. So, I mean, hardly any work involved into it. So if you had, you know, just doing it with 1 can of applesauce, but you certainly could, you know, double or triple to make more. But that butter is starting to melt, for sure. Hasn't started boiling yet. Okay, it has gotten thin. That butter is melted. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on high. And this is where you want to make sure you stir it constantly, because you don't want it to scorch on the bottom of your pan. But once it starts boiling, we're going to boil it for 5 minutes or so, and it will start thickening back up. Okay, it is boiling, so we're going to let it go ahead and boil for probably about 5 minutes or so, and it is going to thicken up nicely and become some great apple butter. Okay, this has been boiling for probably about, I'm going to say 8 or 9 minutes, and it has thickened up enough. Shut the heat off, and it will thicken up more once it is cooling. I have made a jar here, nice and warm jar. So I'm just going to take and put that right into that jar. Now I'm not doing these for canning. This is going to go into the refrigerator once it is cooled off. So I didn't need to seal the jar or anything. But that made a pint of some apple, and I probably went overboard. I shouldn't have done that. I put way too much in that. So I'll have to take some of that off of there for sure. Or out of there, I should say. But that's really, really hot. So I'm not going to quite mess with it quite yet. But hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to share it, go ahead and hit that share. But until next time, guys, make you some homemade apple butter out of applesauce. Have it on some toast. Have it on some pancakes. It'll be great. I promise you. Anyway, see ya. Bye-bye.